So this is the Cool Tone Contour. Hi, hello, my name's Than, short for Nathaniel. I'm very excited because today I have Mary Phillips, her new Underpainting Face Palette. I have looked at the palette, held it, felt it, but I have not swatched any of the actual like colors. So yeah, it's basically gonna be like more like a first impression type of deal here. The compact is super sleek. It feels really nice and you know, very like weighty, but not too heavy. It's comfortable. It's not too small either. I was worried it was just gonna be this little tiny like Natasha Denona 5-pan type of size. But you can see it's like quite a bit bigger than that. So I got the Light palette. This is the lightest of the bunch. There's 3 right now, but I did hear her say that there's gonna be 3 more coming in the future. So there's gonna be an even lighter one, another tan one, and then like a deeper one as well. I think it's gonna be okay. We'll see. I'm worried about these colors always just because I'm so fair. Based off of packaging alone, I'm like over the moon though. I'm completely satisfied and more. Packaging has definitely exceeded my expectations. One thing I'm definitely noticing as I'm swatching is that they're very creamy and they kind of blend a bit more sheerly. And they're not too like emollient or like too slippy. Like I feel like they're gonna blend in nicely. It's just the bronzer definitely has more of that kind of rusty tone to it. Not so orangey on me, probably a little bit orangey, but I'll sheer it out. We'll see, I don't know. The contour is more of what I would normally do for like a bronzer, but that's okay. And then there's supposed to be 2 highlight shades. And then the last shade is like a peach corrector. She did also release a brush to go with this collection, but I'm just gonna use a couple different concealer brushes and a sponge, and we'll just kind of play around and see how it goes. I'm gonna start with the Jumbo Concealer Brush from Sonia G, and I'm gonna go into the Cool Tone Contour here. The mirror is very nice. So this is the Cool Tone Contour. Okay, I mean, again, I'm gonna put a foundation on top of this, so we'll see, but... So, this is again, just the first little underlayer here. This is kind of how I anticipated this, I anticipated this would happen. I do think it's a little too warm for like my taste for the contour. Like I know it's gonna go underneath. It's more bronzery on me, but let's do the highlight and we'll finish the whole thing. I'm gonna try using my finger on the peach correcting shade. I'm gonna see what that does under the eyes. I think that did a pretty good job and it looks like a very natural corrector on me. It's not so bright. The color of this reminds me of one of my favorite under eye products. It's the Salmon Conceal Pot. Oh, what's the brand? Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's one of my favorites. I can't remember. Whatever. This middle highlight shade here, it's a bit warmer. I think I'm gonna use that kind of on my more red area, my cheeks, to kind of color correct my rosacea a bit. And then I'm gonna go with the more neutral highlight to sort of like clean things up, and then I'm gonna blend it all and see what happens. Now I'm switching to the soft concealer from Sonia G, and I'm going into the lightest neutral highlight shade here. I'm gonna do a little bit in here for extra brightness. So I'm gonna see what this looks like when I blend it all in and everything. I may leave it as is, or I may put like a sheer to medium foundation or skin tint on top too. We'll see what the overall finish is once it's all like together. I think that it blends in so nicely that It doesn't matter that it's a little warmer than my liking. I think it's still cool enough to work on me, especially like blended in it looks super natural. Like they're not so pigmented. I also was getting a little worried about the way it was laying down on my cheeks here. It's actually pretty impressive because I think what I'm seeing is some peeling. I think I'm peeling, like my skin, my dry skin. Like I did my whole skin prep and everything, but I guess I might just be extra dry. Like I'm noticing it, but you know, blending in with the sponge, it's actually laying like really nice. So when it's all blended down and in with my sponge, I really like the finish. Like even though I have a little bit of dryness or peeling happening on this side of my face right now, it's not like enhancing that, and it doesn't look dry. It's just kind of like I can see the texture kind of, but it's a little blurred, it's a little smoother. Grabbing a little more of the contour, and I'm just going to build it up slightly. Maybe I'll do a little bit of the bronzer shade on my eyes just to see. And you can definitely see the warmth. It does sheer out though. I probably could wear this, especially if I did it underneath. I'm gonna use a very tiny amount of loose powder under the eyes just to see what it looks like. I don't feel this formula necessarily needs powder because it's not super matte and it's not like a greasy cream. It's like very like neutral. It's not giving anything so extreme. So I just have a bit of the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Powder. And I'm just gonna see how this lays on top. Right it just under the eyes. I'm not gonna go crazy. I don't think this formula necessarily needs to be set, but it does look, it still looks nice with the powder. Like it doesn't look extra dry or anything. And I think they're merging well. I was kind of getting scared that the contour was going to be too warm on me, but the way this formula blends in, it's like a very nice like sheer to medium coverage. It's nothing like so intense. It's very user-friendly. Some cream contours or blushes or really any cream product, if it's too dry, it can be kind of difficult to blend it out if you don't work quick enough. But this, I had the contour sitting on my cheeks for a few minutes and it blended in beautifully. You know, it didn't leave any weird streaks. And even the more like bronzer color contour shade 2, on the eyes, when it's all blended in, I don't think it looks so orangey. Like I think that I think when on the cheeks it might be a little more golden than contour 1, but I think I would be able to wear that on the cheeks too. I'm very surprised. I'm surprised by that, I will say. With the brush application, I was worried over here that it wasn't like sitting well or wasn't going into my skin well. But actually, like when I went over with the sponge, it completely smooths over. And even though I can see I have a bit of dryness and like my skin's peeling a little, last night was a retinol night. Even with all that going on, it still looks so like blurred, especially in normal lighting, natural lighting, and just like not, you know, 3 bright white lights coming at me. Like I stepped out over there and it looked even smoother. Overall, the light palette, it shears out and looks very natural on my skin, but I am very curious to see what the fair is going to be. It might be a little bit more like impactful or bright. Like the highlights, they blend in very natural, but I'm pleasantly surprised that this works pretty well on me. I do feel like because they blend out so naturally, you can just use this on its own. You don't need to use it as an underpainting palette. You can just use it to do your whole face with nothing else. The packaging is very luxe, but also... Goodbye!